Raghav sits in his small rented room, a place that feels less like a home and more like a quiet prison now. The dim light barely fills the space, and everything around him looks messy. Clothes thrown on the floor, rejection letters scattered across the old wooden table. Every corner of that room whispers the same painful truth. He feels stuck, completely stuck. He lies back on his bed, staring up at the ceiling with a tired, hollow expression. Inside his chest, there is a heaviness, the kind of weight a person feels when their hope starts slipping away, little by little. He picks up one of the rejection letters and reads it slowly, almost unwillingly. His eyes look dull, almost defeated. He whispers to himself, not in anger, but in quiet, breaking pain. Why does every dream feel so far away? Why is everyone else moving forward, while life keeps staying in the same place? He checks his wallet and lets out a long, deep sigh. There isn't much inside, just a few notes, barely enough for a one-way train ticket. His final interview is 5 hours away. Yet even that feels like another mountain he's too tired to climb. He stands up slowly. His shoulders feel heavy, his mind drowning in confusion. A part of him wants to try one last time, to fight for the life he dreams of. But another part, a darker part, whispers softly in his ear, telling him to give up, to quit, just like everyone expects him to. Raghav reaches the railway station late at night. The whole place feels quiet, almost too quiet. Only a few people walk around, and the cold air makes the silence feel even heavier. He stands there for a moment, lost between uncertainty and exhaustion, wondering if he's even doing the right thing anymore. The last train for the night slowly arrives, its lights cutting through the darkness like a thin hope in the middle of his confusion. Raghav takes a deep, shaky breath and steps inside with a heavy heart. His mind keeps repeating the same painful thought. What if this is just another failure? Inside the compartment, most seats are empty. The emptiness makes the train feel colder, lonelier. As he walks forward, he notices one person, an old man sitting near the window, silently looking outside into the darkness. The old man looks calm, almost too calm for such a lonely night. When Raghav walks past him, the old man slowly turns his head and looks directly at him. Not in a frightening way, but with eyes that feel strangely familiar. Eyes that look like they've known pain, loss, and long silent battles. Raghav feels a sudden pull inside, a small spark of unexpected curiosity. Something about this old man feels different, unusual, almost mysterious. And without him realizing this is the moment, the quiet, unnoticed moment where the mystery of his life truly begins. The train moves steadily through the night, shaking softly with every turn. The dim lights inside flicker now and then, giving the compartment a strange, uneasy glow. A cool wind drifts in through the open window, brushing against Raghav's face like a quiet reminder of how cold life has felt for him lately. He sits there silently, his thoughts heavy, wondering what tomorrow might bring. Hope? Failure? Or just another day that feels the same? The old man, who had been staring out at the dark night, suddenly speaks. His voice is calm, gentle, almost too comforting for a complete stranger. He asks, "Why are you running, son?" The question hits Raghav so unexpectedly that he freezes for a moment. He wasn't ready to talk, he wasn't ready to open up to anyone. But something in the old man's tone, soft, patient, understanding, pulls the truth out of him. With tired eyes and a shaky breath, Raghav replies, "Because life isn't waiting for me." He says it quietly, but the pain behind those words is loud. Years of rejection, failures, disappointments, all pressed into that single sentence. The old man looks at him and gives a faint, knowing smile. The kind of smile that doesn't judge, but understands. A smile that feels like he's carrying his own stories of struggle too. He softly says, "Life never waits, but destiny waits once, only once." Raghav looks at him, confused, almost stunned. What does that even mean? Why would destiny wait for him, even once? Who was this man to say something like that? Before he can ask anything, the train lights flicker again, and the old man quietly turns his eyes back toward the dark window, locking himself back into silence, leaving Raghav with a head full of questions, and a strange feeling growing in his chest, a mix of fear, curiosity, and the smallest spark of hope. The train continues moving through the dark night, its steady rhythm echoing through the empty compartment. The atmosphere feels heavier than before, almost as if the air itself is carrying a secret. Raghav sits quietly, his mind replaying the old man's strange words again and again. Something about that sentence refuses to leave him. Destiny waits once, only once. Why did it feel so important? The old man suddenly reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small rusted pocket watch. It looks ancient, older than anything Raghav has ever seen. The metal is scratched, worn down, and the ticking is slow, almost tired, as if the watch has lived through a lifetime of stories. He holds it out toward Raghav without saying a word. Raghav hesitates, his heart beats a little faster, but slowly, cautiously, he extends his hand. The old man places the watch in his palm gently, so gently that it feels like the object carries a weight far beyond its size. In a soft, serious voice, the old man says, "Keep this. If it ever stops, you will know what to do." Raghav looks down at the pocket watch, confused, almost overwhelmed. Why would a stranger give him something like this? What does it mean? Why him? He opens his mouth to ask why, but when he lifts his head, the seat in front of him is empty. The old man is gone, completely gone. Raghav's heart jumps violently in his chest. He looks left, right, all around the compartment. Nothing, no footsteps, no sound. The train hasn't stopped even once. The man didn't leave, he simply vanished. A cold shiver runs down Raghav's spine as he grips the pocket watch tightly, feeling the old metal press against his palm. Something is not normal here. Something is happening. Something bigger than anything he's ever experienced. And for the first time tonight, a real mystery begins to grow inside his mind.